Is this like a part 2 to your first?
Low key.
What's this?
This bitch.
Oh boy.
Okay. She's been on this thing that she's been like extremely busy lately.
Mm-hmm.
So she like has a life or some shit. First of all, we had a conversation over the phone that she wasn't gonna have time to call me at all this week. She calls me and while we're talking, she's like, I'm too busy doing this and this and this and this. I don't have time to call you. And I was like, okay. We hung up the phone and stopped talking. She was like, she basically told me she didn't have time to talk, to like text me or nothing. Because she has a life and I don't. I go to the fucking film festival event. I work that shit. And I go with fucking Tabby. She posted some shit on Instagram. And I guess this bitch is stalking her because she ended up texting me about going to the thing with your bitch and all this shit. And I was like, you don't have time. And she sent me some fucking middle fingers and some peace signs. And I was like, I thought you didn't have time. And then she says, sorry, this is her assistant.
Let and breathe.
Oh, we're texting. And I was like, I thought you didn't have time. She's like, sorry, this is her assistant. She is doing something and having me reply for her. I'm laughing my ass off.
I believe it.
Right, her assistant. Look, shit is hilarious. And then from that point on in the messages, it's she said this, she's asking this, she said this. Oh my god. After we talked, she's sending me all this shit. Oh, this is her assistant talking. She said, don't be mad, because she has a life and you don't. This shit is hilarious. Oh my god. Also, she is asking about pictures I guess you took for her. She's like trying to put this I don't know about story. So let me add some dialogue. The first thing when she told me it was her assistant, I said, laughing my ass off, get the fuck out. She said she's asking about pictures I guess you took for her. I said, you're extra as fuck. She said she's asking if she can get them on the first. She said, yeah, and you already do this though. And I'm like, I just said, this is great.
I like how you don't respond whatever, like at all to like what she's asking.
I'm
You're
just
like, this is
hilarious. The first thing I thought of was fucking Carlton from Fresh Prince, where this nigga answered his cell phone and said, Carlton Banks office, please hold. Carlton Banks. Shit, it gets worse. She said, can she please get her pictures soon, and she needs to know a time and place to meet you. And I said, why don't you have your assistant call me?
You're gonna want to change.
She proceeds to fucking call me.
She called you?
She called me, put on a fake voice.
Oh.
Alright, that's good.
I really didn't believe she would go this far though. Like the
Was
level
it
of
like
insanity is
clearly her voice with like?
Of course. You think I don't know how this bitch talks? I know her inflections. The fucking terms she uses. She called me, I answered it, I didn't say anything. And what would do is say hello. Hello. Like, if I don't say shit, which not a lot of people do, because you're waiting for the person who answers the phone to say hello. She did that shit. I started laughing. I'm on the phone like, I said, hello. Oh, she said, this is assistant.
Oh no. She couldn't think of a name fast enough.
Oh my god. I said, you have to think about it. I don't know how the fuck she didn't start laughing.
Oh my god.
Oh, word up. But, I don't know how we're gonna be quiet about this. So we changed locations because there was a bitch in the computer lab trying to take a quiz.
Who takes a quiz in the loudest computer lab
Yeah,
at this
right.
entire school? I'm gonna post
And
this.
then be telling people that taking a quiz. Can you guys keep it down? Bitch. Came in here last time you was taking a fucking quiz.
Was that the same girl?
Hell yeah, that's the same bitch.
Like-
She's bad as fuck though. She can get it high key. Yeah,
Tell her to
but,
get it in another room.
I'm just fucking laughing my ass off the whole time we on the phone. She's just being quiet. Like, I'm pretty sure her assistant would be like, have a purpose for
Yeah.
calling me.
Like, even if you're laughing, they'd still try to say whatever it
I
is
know
that
what
needs to be said.
I know what you're laughing at. And she called me, and I was like, so what did you call me for? And she was like, she gave me permission to call you. And I was like, okay.
So why'd you call me?
Yeah.
You didn't answer the first question.
She was like, she wants to know about the pictures and shit. I was like, fuck all that. The conversation went for like, I don't know how long, probably like 10, 15 minutes. And I was just laughing the whole fucking time. So I was like, okay, we can go back to texting now because I pretty much got my laugh for the day. I was laughing the whole fucking time. I didn't need to say that shit. I was like, yeah, we can go back to texting now. After that, we sent a few more texts. Like I was basically making fun of her for doing that shit. And then proceeds to call me. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? My assistant is telling me some shit.
Jesus Christ.
That shit was hilarious because she's like, I have an assistant, I'm working, but I'm telling her what to say in the messages. And she's typing the messages verbatim. And this bitch is working, but is texting me like immediately after.
Yeah.
Like, she's sending me whole fucking paragraphs and shit. Oh my god, that shit was hilarious. She calls me, and I'm like, your assistant sounds real familiar.
Wow.
I'm like, y'all have the same tones of voice, and y'all use the same phrases. So I was like, where'd you pick her at? She was like, what? I was like, where did you hire her? And she was like, the company hired her.
What company?
Like, she was like, the company that is sponsoring the photo shoot or some shit hired her, the assistant for me. Like, she didn't hire her, and I was like, you had to think about it, because
Yeah.
she really paused. She really paused for like 2 or 3 seconds. This bitch is a pathological liar, and like, will act to keep up with the fucking story. There was times when I was laughing, like, I'm sitting there laughing for a cool ass minute, and she's not saying shit. Like, I was laughing at her every response.
Any actual assistant, any person who doesn't know you calling you on someone else's behalf, if there was like a minute long of just laughter, they would have hung up. Like, they wouldn't have stayed.
They would have said something. Like, she didn't interrupt me at all. She wasn't like, what are you laughing at? This isn't funny. Or I have other messages that I need to relay, which is, that's the funniest part, because he's like, I'm so busy, she's relaying messages. It was only me.
Yeah. Oh my
He's spending all this time on the phone with me, talking about I'm super busy. Oh, that shit was great.
dear God.
You only see the good fucking start.
What a frame that.
Hey man, you know, baby dick problems, man. Niggas be hanging out the fucking bottom of their boxes and shit. You gotta fucking adjust your shit, you know what I'm saying?
Words of wisdom. From Latin.